Yo, you already know what it is. It's Sterling Jones from Eventpasshero Beyond the Past, Eventpasshero Community Hero Award. And today I have...
Hello, and I am Dr. Andress Carter Sims, and I am the chair for the Gala Committee with the Richland County Alumnae chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated.
Awesome. How you doing today, by the way?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful on this Sunday.
Good, bright, sunny Sunday that we have. So to jump, straight in, congratulations to you and the Richland County Alumnae. Congratulations to you all for being honored with the Eventpass Community Hero Award. This recognition is a testament to your work, the great work you're doing to uplift and empower the community. Your dedication, passion, and impact doesn't go unnoticed, and we're thrilled to shine a light on the meaningful change that you're making. So what this is all about is us just shedding a light on your organization, and we're going to talk a little bit about your experience with Eventpasshero. But before I jump into that, your organization has made profound steps in the community. Can you share a story that stands out to you personally where you saw the effects firsthand of the work that you all do?
Absolutely. So the Richland County Alumnae chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated does a tremendous amount of community service work. And one that I would say that I have personally seen is families who have been in need of items during the holidays, specifically Christmas, and giving children that joy of having the opportunity to open up a new gift when their family could not really provide that to them. And so that would be something that I think for many people touch their hearts, but personally for me, because I just think it is so important for us to do everything that we can for our youth.
Got it. When it comes to challenges in the community, how does your organization step up to meet those needs head on?
Well, one of the things that we do is we actually partner with a number of organizations. One of those organizations that we partner with is the Fortitude Foundation, but we have partnered with other organizations in order to be able to provide diapers to families, to be able to provide literature to students, to be able to provide food in the homes of families in our community. And so there are a number of organizations that we have partnered with. And one of our main organizations that we partner with is the Fortitude Foundation.
Got it. So there's a lot of work being done and it takes a lot of dedication. What keeps you and your organization motivated to keep doing things like this?
Seeing the smiles on someone else's face, giving youth a scholarship to help them to fund their higher education opportunities, seeing the parents smile, the grandparents smile, and the thank yous that they provide to our organization are extremely beneficial.
Got it. Now, to jump to our next portion about, you sort of touched on it, fundraising and making events happen. Can you walk through one of your signature events and what exactly makes that event special to your organization, to you personally, or both?
Well, our signature event is the Red Diamond Scholarship Gala. And that gala is one that we have been doing since December of 1995. And we will be holding our gala this year, June 7th, at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. And one of the things that makes it signature is the fact that we have raised over $400,000 for youth in our community. And so when I said earlier that you see those smiles on their faces, being able to provide those scholarships, it doesn't pay for everything that's going to assist a student with graduating from a higher institution, but it does put a dent in the extreme cost that students have to deal with when it comes to going to college and earning that degree. And so that is something that makes it signature. We do it every year. We work really hard for it, and we're always looking for sponsors. We're looking for persons to purchase tickets so that we can provide these scholarships to deserving youth.
Got it. Now, I want to jump into that a little bit more, the gala. For someone who's never been, what is the best part? What keeps people coming back other than the obvious community service and the awards that are given out, scholarships? What keeps a person coming back and wanting to purchase tickets and be a part of that event?
Well, I hope that the main reason that people come is because it's a party with a purpose. The purpose is raising funds for scholarships. That is absolutely what it's about. But then we also make sure that our guests have a wonderful time They
Right.
have wonderful food. They have drinks. They have exceptional entertainment. And this year, we will be having a best of both worlds, two
Hmm.
DJs upstairs, DJ Worm, who you might know, and
Yes.
DJ T.O.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know you know Worm. He's
Yeah.
one of your frat brothers. And then
Yep.
DJ T.O., she is my sorority sister.
Okay.
And she is also the DJ for the Gamecock Girls. And so she's very popular. And they
Wow.
both are phenomenal. And so two DJs, the best of both worlds, upstairs in the same room. And then downstairs, we will have Mike Stone. And while the
Awesome.
entertainment, the food, and the drinks may be good, again, it is a party with a purpose. And we want
Yes.
to be able to see our youth go to
Yeah.
college, just like you and I did,
Right.
graduate and have a successful career and be able to give back to their community.
Yeah. So I got to pause this. DJ Worm is my chapter brother. I'm a profile.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm Southside. So definitely shout out Big Worm. I know how a Big Worm party gets, and every time, I mean, every event that he does is completely, just an awesome event to be at. So I got to shout out Big Worm. But no, that sounds like a great event, party with the purpose, getting to have a little fun, but also, like you said, just making sure it all makes sense. And so that sounds like something that's going to be fun. At the very least, it's going to be a good time and a fun time. So to my next question, and then that you bring that up, you chose Eventpasshero for your ticketing and ticket management. What stood out to you about the platform, or maybe about the individuals who own the platform? What stood out to you initially when it came to choosing Eventpasshero?
Well, I would have to say that the customer service that Eventpasshero provides is like no other. Chick-fil-A has absolutely nothing on Rodney, and Craig. They are
Mhm.
absolutely phenomenal. So again, if you call them, if you text them, they respond in a timely manner. They make sure that you have everything that you need, from written directions to a video, whatever you need. And then the platform is so easy to use. So
Got it. Now, many organizations struggle to get the word out about their events. What marketing strategies work best for you all when promoting this event to attract new attendees?
the marketing that we are using is social media,
Hmm.
and we are using Facebook and
Yep.
Instagram, but we're
Okay.
also using our website.
Okay.
And then we have also reached out to our entertainers for them to help assist with promoting the event on their platforms.
Now, also about the marketing and just the overall putting together of the event, how was the ease of the attendee check-in with Eventpasshero?
Well, being able to use our own personal phones or either an iPad for them to check in makes it really easy. Everyone has their own ticket. Everyone has their own QR code on their ticket. And so all they have to do is come up with the ticket either on their phone or print it off on a piece of paper. We scan it and they enter. And so the process for checking in is extremely smooth, which is another reason why we are using Eventpasshero.
Yeah. And I was going to you lead me right into my next question. I was going to ask, what's one feature or tool within Eventpasshero that saved you guys time, reduced some stress, or just made a big difference when it comes to running your event versus, doing it before? But would you say like the QR code, just things of that nature, being able to do
Absolutely.
it mobile on the phone?
Absolutely. So we don't have to buy any additional equipment in order to be able to
Right.
do that. Like I said, people can use their own iPad,
Hmm.
iPhone in order to be able to check people in. We don't have to per se have 5 people all night long. We can have several
Yes.
people. Somebody can do it for an hour with their phone. Somebody else can do it for an hour with their phone. So
Yes.
again, very easy to use. So you can get a number of volunteers to assist you. Even when you have a large event of over 1,000 people, you can have a number of people helping you to check people in.
Right. And earlier you spoke a little bit about, I think you said 1,000 is what the total you all have raised in scholarships and things like that. When it comes to these events, obviously they're for us and organizations to get cash flow for scholarships and other things. When it came to receiving your payout, so when it came to receiving the payout within 2 to 3 days of the event, can you walk us through that process and how that was after the event was over?
Well, again, another smooth process. When you have the Eventpasshero platform, you're actually able to go in multiple times a day, multiple times a week, whatever that is, in order to be able to see how much is going to be placed into your account. So when it comes to accessibility and reports, you're getting reports daily through your email, but then you can also log in to actually be able to see what is going to be in your account. And in order for that to happen, there's a setup that happens at the beginning of the process where you put in all of your banking information so that Eventpasshero knows where to send those funds. And again, you can watch as often as you like to in order to be able to see what is going to be deposited.
Right. Right. And were y'all checking it day to day? Were y'all giving a little time in between just to see where you guys are at?
Our first year, to be honest, we were checking quite often to make sure that it was accurate.
Right, of course.
We found it to be accurate and very smooth. Yes. And so this year we've already started selling tickets. And so we're confident that everything is going to go well. And if there were a hiccup, like I said, Rodney or Craig, they respond to you immediately. And we appreciate that.
Awesome. Now talk about the accountability portion when it comes to everyone being hands on deck and making sure they're doing their just due to sell. Maybe it's 5, 10. I'm not sure what there obviously there's no minimum or maximum, but when it comes to just accountability and making sure everyone is doing their part, were you able to watch that process throughout as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So not only do you get reports that share with you the amount of funds that are coming in, but each time that someone purchases a ticket online, we actually get an email telling us who purchased and how many tickets they purchased. So the system is very comprehensive. And what we found is that there is absolutely no report that you could probably think to ask for that Eventpasshero doesn't have. As an example, not only do we get emails that share who bought the tickets, what time they bought the tickets, how many tickets they purchased, but along with that, we also get information about the table that they purchased and where the actual seats are that they purchased. We get a report that shares with us the order in which tickets were purchased. So like I said, it's almost nothing that you can think of. Even with our organization, we are audited. We have to submit reports. We are accountable for all of that funding. And the report that is actually on the admin side for our treasurer of our organization is exactly what she needs and adheres to the policies that come from headquarters from our organization. Eventpasshero has absolutely put in those reports that are needed in order for us to be 100% accountable for these funds that are coming into our organization.
So everything from beginning to middle to end seems like it's pretty seamless. It's taken care of and you're able to do what you need to do on the organizer side of things, as well as, the host side of things. Have a good party, but know that everything at the end is going to be taken care of. And like you said, good for your treasurer to take account for auditing and things like that.
Absolutely. Even I do want to add this too. When you look at the reports that we are receiving this year compared to last year, another benefit of the platform is that all of the historical data stays within the system. So once you set up a page with Eventpasshero, then all of your data is inside of that event. And what our chapter has done is we had a Red Dress Luncheon. So we're not only using it for the scholarship gala, we also used it for the Red Dress Luncheon, which is phenomenal. We decided to use Eventpasshero last year for our gala. And that's why earlier I had said the number 3, because when you look inside, you can see the history where we have now used it for 3 events.
Got it. So you're just continually using it and starting to use it outside of just the gala. Is the Red Dress Luncheon a smaller event than the gala is?
We had a little over 500 attendees.
Okay. So smaller than the gala, but still a very large crowd.
Absolutely.
Very large crowd. Awesome. So speaking of events that are coming up, looking ahead, what's a dream event or what major goal does your organization hope to achieve within the next few years when it comes maybe expanding the gala or doing multiple? What are some things looking ahead that you guys are excited about?
Well, one of the things that we are going to always be excited about is our annual scholarship gala. Yes. And the idea for the scholarship gala is to raise at least $100,000 in the next 3 to 5 years to profit that
Yes.
amount of money, because we know that it is expensive to
Yes.
put on an event, extremely expensive. But that's where we would like to be in the next few years, is to have such an event and raise that amount of money in order to be able to put it right back into our service area.
Last question. What's one piece of advice you would give to another organization that's looking to fundraise and that's looking into Eventpasshero? What's one piece of advice you would give them when it comes to saying, hey, maybe this year we're going to take the transition and switch from, our old ticketing platform to utilizing Eventpasshero?
Well, one of the things that I would say is that when using Eventpasshero, the first thing that they would want to do is to make sure that they have established who are going to be the people that will actually manage the system. And then once determining who those persons are that are going to be able to manage the system, make sure that you first think about what reports you need. What
Yes.
reports are you going to need on a daily basis in order to progress monitor? And then after that, my next thing would be just to make sure that if you have any questions, to not be afraid to reach out to Craig and Rodney, because they are so responsive, and almost anything that you can think of in regards to you want to know how to do this or how to do that, they've already come up with those directions or video or whatever it is. And so the first year we were a little reluctant to reach out because we felt like we might be aggravating them, but it went really well. And so we might have gotten a little too comfortable, because in year 2,
Yes.
we're reaching out to them all the time because we're thinking of other things, and the platform is always improving, just like technology.
Yes.
When we thought about things that we were interested in, they said, we've already upgraded to that. Yeah, they've already got it. And so knowing that we have a place to put pictures so that when people log on, they can see pictures of our event through their Eventpasshero. They can read about the purpose of our event when purchasing tickets. They can see the pricing. Almost anything that you can think of, they have placed it on the platform so that people know who they're giving their money to and why they are giving their money.
Got it. They make it really simple and easy, like you're saying, just to reach out. And that's one thing that we definitely want to highlight, is just how easy they are to get in contact. You're not getting sent to a virtual chat box or someone who's not actually, boots on the ground and able to actually help you out when it's time, especially when it's something as serious as these events that you all are holding. It's important to have, the number 1 and number 2 customer service reps right there at your fingertips. Any lasting words that you want to say about EventPass, about any events you all have coming up, anything you want to promote moving into the tour of 2025? What's going on down in Richland? What's going on?
Yes, so I do absolutely want to promote our 2025 Gala. If
course.
anyone is interested in tickets, they are $85, and they can email us for tickets at rca.reddiamondgala@gmail.com. I'm going to say that one more time. rca.reddiamondgala@gmail.com to attend and support our scholarship gala. The other thing, though, that I do want to share about Craig and Rodney is, again, their responsiveness. Many times with customer service, you have to leave a message. You have to push number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And then you still don't actually get to talk to a human being. And Rodney and Craig will talk to you before 5 p.m., after 5 p.m., on holidays and weekends, but don't wear them out because they do have families and wives and children and all of that good stuff. But they are truly very responsive. I'm not just saying that. I have high expectations. I am a member of a model chapter, and if they were not stellar, I promise you, we would not use them. And Chick-fil-A's customer service has nothing, and I've told them this personally, nothing on Rodney and Craig with Eventpasshero. So I do hope that other organizations will take a look at them, will give them an opportunity, and I can guarantee that they will give you the personal customer service that you deserve.
I think you wrapped that up in a perfect bow right there. I think that's awesome. But Dr. Andrus Carter Sims from Eventpasshero, we definitely appreciate you. Again, thank you for what you're doing in Richland. Thank you for what you're doing beyond that. The Community Hero Award is one that's well placed in the hands of great chapters and great organizations. So again, I'm congratulatory of you all for receiving that award. And when it comes to Eventpasshero, just continue to spread the great words of the customer service being beyond that of Chick-fil-A. For this episode of Beyond the Pass with Eventpasshero and the Community Hero Award, again, we thank you for coming on and shedding a little bit of light for those who might have had some questions. And until next time, until you see me again, see you next time. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.